get into where the said beehive might be. Yeah, we're working on like 4 hours of sleep right now.
5.
Yeah, the numbers are a blur at this point.
And I've only been having, what, 5-6 hours
Yeah.
for the last week.
That is the area of focus. They're getting in through that hole, and they're doing things on the other side.
My name is Cody. I wrangle bees. Yeah, so you kind of want a cool smoke. You don't want it too hot because you'll just kind of burn them out.
Okay. This essentially just kind of, not necessarily stuns, but it causes them to focus more on their
Puts them in a fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
And so the fight or flight mode is, hey, our hive is on fire, so let's save our hive, and they'll gorge themselves with honey, which, you know, after eating a Thanksgiving meal, you don't really feel like going out and playing football with everybody else, and so
Right.
It kind of puts them in that, not so much a relaxed state, but not as aggressive. And you want a nice cool smoke because you don't want to burn them out. Because if you burn them out, they'll do what's called they'll abscond. Probably not. My Oklahoma accent probably isn't capturing that word. It just basically means they'll just take up and leave.
Oh, gotcha.
We don't necessarily want them to do that. We want to catch them and relocate them and keep them healthy.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good smoke.
Yeah.
Now there are some beekeepers that do things a little differently, which is okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably the one that does things differently, but I like to have my fire good and packed so that I'm not having to replace it and run up and
Now,
down.
you taking some of that up there with you?
I didn't plan on it. I'm hoping to get a good pack here to where I don't have to do that.
Get any that ever like managed to find their way in somehow and sting you?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
They don't bite you through your jeans?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, and these aren't usually the jeans I wear. I have some that are insulated that help out a lot, but I did take
How much
out
one of them beef suits cost?
this one. I got at Farm King, I think for $75.
Alright, fall on you now.
so that's what they'll do. The queen will take half the colony and most of the honey and go out because they've run out of room. And the workers will raise a new queen in those what's called queen cells. They're larger cups on the very outside. And so it's, I'm assuming that they've already swarmed, but there's plenty of opportunity for them to raise their queen. It looks like they got at least 2.
Did you walk around the barn and see if they went around there somewhere?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, make sure they're out of there. I thought I'd see one land back there.
Yeah, I can walk around and check that out. I'm gonna try to vacuum some of my coats out a little bit in case you want to look inside of it, so that they're not jumping out at you and saying hello.
So no queen located here, but what did you call the 2 that you found?
What are called queen cells. I can show you real quick.
Okay.
So the queen, if the hive gets too full or runs out of places for her to lay, she'll take a large majority of the hive and swarm and go find a new home.
Oh, so that one on the side.
So this is just one of 2 that I had found, and this one looks like it's full. They haven't capped it yet, and so they're raising a new queen, which gave me the indication that maybe they've swarmed and that they're no longer here, which is okay. So there's that.
I'll get a picture of that. Wow. Okay. Good.
And would you like some honeycomb?
Sure. Yeah, give us a little bit if you
Yeah.
can.
Piece of Tupperware. You want some honeycomb, Cecil?
I'm good with.
Or do you want to get a Tupperware thing?
The shiny stuff that's in here,
Yeah.
that is what they call bee bread. So that's a bunch of pollen, kind of fermented a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Has excellent health benefits to you, different vitamins, antioxidants. It kind of tastes like apricot. What I do with honey is I just crush and strain it. So I'll put it through a colander or a strainer,
Yeah.
and you'll have honey. But here, I'll reach out to you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You want more than that? I think I got another piece in there about that.
Yeah,
size.
if you have one about similar. No, Jarrett will love it, even if you don't.
And I mean, the team's coming over, so we can. I got rolls, so for the stew, so we can have honey rolls.
Yeah. That thing.
Yeah, no, it's honeycomb. See, the bees are bothering you now
Yeah.
because you have their honeycomb. Me, I'm just
They're
ignoring
just doing
them.
kind of evasive, like, maneuvers. They're not stinging, but they're just like getting in your face to be like, get away, you know.
Yeah, well, and with the majority of their colony gone,
Yeah.
they aren't as aggressive. They have nothing to.
Yeah.
How much did you pull out?
It looks
A lot of it?
Yeah, that you can look if you want.
Yeah, it's not as much. That's why I was thinking that they had swarmed. Yesterday, I pulled a hive out of the house that there's at least 40 pounds of honey. Where this cooler was full to the top
Yeah.
of comb and liquid honey.
Jeez.
Whereas that's what makes me think even more that they've swarmed.
Yeah.
Because they'll gorge themselves with honey, which will help them in the process of building their comb.
Yeah.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's on your hat. Just
Yeah, they won't sting if you
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. Wow.
It is a fairly healthy colony too. I think I only saw 2 hive beetles.
Yeah.
What's a hive beetle?
They're kind of enemies of bees. So you'll have hive beetles and wax moths.
Yeah.
So if you got a strong colony, they'll take care of the hive beetles, kind of kill them, move them out of there. What they do is
What do they look like?
they're just little black beetles.
Oh.
But they'll come in and they'll lay their eggs in the comb and just kind of overrun a colony if it's not very strong. Wax moths, their larvae will eat the comb and the honey and will kill their brood. They'll just cut right through everything and they'll leave. It's kind of like I don't know, it reminds me of a spider web. it's winter, the female bees will kick the guys out because they're freeloaders. That's all. They
Yeah.
sit there and eat honey. And so,
Nice.
what does that say about us guys?
All right. I just wanted to say thank you again.
Yeah. no
And
problem. Appreciate it.
cool. Did a good job. I recommend this guy.
Well, thank you. It's very kind of you.
Yeah. Thank
I
you.
enjoy
All right. So, Bestie Colton is arriving. Haven't seen him since I think it was New Year's or Thanksgiving or something. I can't remember. He just got here, so we're gonna go say hello. Colty. Now, I'd mentioned the bee thing real quick because I wanted you to know, but that was earlier today. They took that hive out, so they're not really as aggressive right now because they have nothing to protect really, and the queens are gone, etc., etc. So there's still a few swarming around right now. They're just fly in your face, and they won't really do too much. But yeah. Oh, what the?
Cupola?
You got one
Bastard.
Cupola?
Alright, so yeah, no, the ironic part of that was I just got done telling Colton that they're not really attacking much, but then one got in my hair and it tried to. So that was the irony of it. So in the bees court, I'm probably guilty by association, so it remembered. I know Colton thought that was pretty funny. So, anywho, I couldn't think of anything else but Wicker Man, Nicolas Cage. It's like, bees, not the bees, no! Alright, everybody. Messy hair day, of course. Yeah, so on this installment, Peculiar Exotics, we are looking at Red Foot Tortoises. I have 4 Redfoots. One's actually a yellow Redfoot variation, and then I do have a cherry head in a separate closure just because it came from a way different clutch. It's a baby, well, juvenile, small one. We'll go over that one another time. I could include them all together because they are relative, but I'll introduce you to the Redfoots. I have Bonnie and Clyde. As you'll find out, I do name my tortoises after 1920s, 30s gangster mobsters. So, and there's Bonnie back there. Bonnie's on the move. The biggest of the Redfoots that I have. Bonnie ended up growing into being a male more so, and it's harder to tell and sex them when they're young. Males will have a concave plastron or undershell. Basically, it'll have a dent that goes up in there, and I started seeing that. So Bonnie and Clyde kept their names, but they're a female Clyde and a male Bonnie. So I'm gonna feed them now, and you just get to see a little bit of feeding time. And I'm cut away to some footage of this past summer where it was warm enough outside to let them graze because it's best, they're grazing, eat, graze on the grass, little mini lawnmowers. Bonnie grazing.
Before we could grab her.
And Clyde, the one that we're calling Petco Baby for now, and then this one also is working on a name. This is a yellow foot hybrid. It's still Redfoot that's yellow, basically. A Colombian yellow Redfoot. Chewing on some things. First day of the season, having them outdoors for a little bit. Definitely recommend if you have reptiles trying to get the natural sunlight when they can. It's even more beneficial than the artificial stuff.
The garden.
Oh yeah, Bonnie's work. Bonnie knows tortoise greens are in the garden.
She's going straight for
Oh,
it.
she's beelining it. All right, I gotta go get her.
Put her on the
Him. And Clyde is last to the meat. It's kind of a short video. So show more on them as different things, different kind of stories develop and whatnot, and show you the cherry head also, separate, another video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing them eat, and hopefully you also, if you didn't already, you fell in love with tortoises. Yeah. Anywho, so on that note, until the next peculiar exotic comes its way, remember to subscribe. Peace.
This is that a car? Oh my God. Oh.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Well then.
Hello.
Another farmhouse, another day. I don't do very many explorations in the summertime just because it's all overgrown, a lot of bugs, but...
God, they're up to my boobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the old vehicles right there.
They have it report.
Yeah, continue. And if we're getting ticks, it's going to be here.
I want some standing.
Well, I don't know how much closer we want to get to it. Don't.
Hello? Hello? Ah! Bug in my ear.
Very weeded. And go back this way. Oh, boy.
Oh, butterfly.
Yeah, that's what I got. Did a quick pan, but
Yeah, these
getting
bugs are annoying.
Oh.
Mm.
yeah, my Taylor Lautner moment. Just going shirtless for no reason.
Oh, yeah. I just, they just like attack my eyeball.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
All right. Well, we are gonna head out now. So subscribe for more random various things that we do. The channel's gonna be much more mixed up, and the things that we do in the Peculiar Encounter series. So from us, peace.